Just gotta wait. Just gotta let it do its thing.
Cough, cough, rooting for Terran cough.
Ball. All right. I believe we're good. All right. All right, ladies and gents, Puka back here with Box here, and it's gonna be game number 5 of the D-Rinks King of Thrones here. And how are you doing today, Box?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm rooting for the Terran. Woo!
Are you rooting for the Terran?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm probably a Terran favorite too. I like Terran. I play Terran. So spawning here at the 9 o'clock position as our orange Zerg, it will be aeghrur, man. This guy right here, aeghrur. And then spawning here at the 3 o'clock, the current reigning champion. If you've been watching these games in chronological order, I don't really recall last game because I casted it probably about 3 weeks ago. It is going to be the current king as of game 5. It will be Obelisco, the yellow Terran at the 3. Map is Heartbreak Ridge, man, and I'll tell you about some of this map. This map is notorious for having cheese, and yeah, and also liquor play as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that can happen on this map. Sneaky expansions, a lot of air battles, maybe a lot of contests of containing your opponent. So we'll have to see who is able to contain the other person. Maybe do some nice map control. We'll have to see what happens.
Oh yeah. Now this is an interesting drone scout. Oh, we're gonna have a 9 pool of speed. Oh wow. Oh wow. We may have a quick game on our hands. We have a 9 pool of speed on our hands, so this could be, you know, problematic for Terran. The other thing is, like, I mean, he's already on a, I believe, on his way to make a tight wall. I mean, even as a Terran, I still don't even know what's a tight wall, which is, you know, it's kind of problematic for Brood War. But we'll see if that's actually tight, because I honestly have no idea. In Box, I'm assuming you don't know if that's tight.
What he's probably going to do actually is put a barracks on the right. That usually can actually be a tight wall. However, I don't know if he's going to actually do that. It's kind of uncommon to go 2 racks this early, but again, I might be wrong, especially when there's no gas. He probably could, maybe, if he is scouting and he does see his lanes, so he probably will be able to get that second barracks up on time. I don't see why he would expand after seeing these lanes. He is getting a refinery. He could go academy or he could go quick factory. It's all up to him at this point. He looks like he's just putting up second barracks. No, he's just putting up SCV wall. I'm not really sure what he's going for right now.
He wants to stop that the links are getting through. Gas this early, I would say mech. It could be for really quick vessels too, for sure. It definitely can be. This is the same build order that you would do to get your quick nuke out. It's some kind of technically, most general, it's mech play. For both these players, I would assume Obelisco is trying to go first. Well, no, he's going to throw down a second barracks. Interesting.
I mean, we'll have to see. He hasn't thrown down an academy, so he definitely probably wants. He's probably going. For
no, he threw one down south of the mineral line.
Factory? Oh no, academy. There it is. So he might be trying to go fire bat to push out these lanes. Maybe get an expansion out. He is denying the Zerg expansion right now, so he's doing the splitey bump. I prefer engineering bay, but that's just me. And
I hope he got the cancel on that. I don't think he got the cancel on that depot.
He did not.
That's unfortunate. Oh wow. Still no gas yet. It's currently supply blocked. And it's just gonna be droning at this point. You know, because he has stopped mining full gas. Yeah, you know, this is fine. I've done this build too on fish as well. I can't say it's exactly uncommon. It's definitely put up more pressure. I put down 3 racks at this time, but if he's gonna stay off of two racks, it means that he's gonna be pressuring quicker. Might be just waiting for Stim to finish. No, he's gonna push up before Stim finishes. Okay, so he's gonna hit the timing of the base like right when Stim finishes. So this is actually gonna be a really powerful timing push. Now it will depend what the reaction by aeghrur will be. It looks like 2 drones are in position to put down Sunks.
That could happen. I'm trying to wonder if he doesn't go for like a Ling run by. He does see that the army is pushing out. He does have an Overlord kind of position to scout that expansion. He doesn't really see it, so he does definitely see that this could be hyper aggressive. But if he does have that Overlord position, there's the expansion. It looks like it's just gonna be a light pressure build into an expansion here. Probably gonna throw up a bunker and then just play defensive on these 2 bases.
There will be the Stim right there. Lings are just dying instantaneously. Sunks are going to try to get up desperately right here. Going to be target firing 1 of 3. I don't think there's enough DPS to kill off all 3. 1 does fall down. The Firebat's being a badass like he always is. And it looks like when the Sunks finishes, this push should be thwarted. And it looks like... Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think it bought enough resources and enough time for him to get his own expansion. And also, he did force up 2 and also a 3rd creep colony and or sunken colony, so he did make the Zerg overreact and spend a lot more resources than he wanted to. So I think that's a really nice pressure build to go with. I still only see 2 barracks. I see no factory. I don't see any real build-up behind this, so I would say he would have to get like maybe 1 more barracks, build a whole bunch of units, and try to bunker up and tech go.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing a
He just put down a factory though.
You know what this is looking like? I don't know. He could go lurker. I mean, he's going into Lair's tech switch, and I'll be interested in what he actually decides to go in terms of tech. Lurkers again really strong on this map because of the ridges. Backdoor as well on the natural expansion, which looks like he's exploiting right now. Would be much more effective to use lurkers and probably not show your this kind of trick up your sleeves this early on, but he's going to try to do a Ling run by. We'll see if it's effective. We'll be getting in the main base at this time. We'll be able to kill off a building SCV, making a 3rd barracks, and potentially the factory going to get a little delayed right here. We'll force a complete response from Obelisco right now.
Yeah, it's a big evacuation. He doesn't look like from there he's sending the full army. I was going to say he's not sending enough units to deal with this, but he cleaned it up quite nicely, didn't lose that many SCVs, and I would say that the pull-off may be worth it, but after this couple seconds here, I don't think that was really worth sacrificing that many Lings.
Yeah, I guess the one benefit though is it will verify tech that Obelisco is going, because you have to keep in mind that these players are randoms. So you have to put in consideration that you don't know their playstyles. Box, you don't even have to scout me anymore to know when I'm going. So, that being said, that scouting information is nice. Throwing away 10 Lings, maybe not necessary, but we'll verify that it will at least be some kind of biomech play. But it looks like it will just be biomech vessel. Pretty standard TVZ style.
I do not agree with all these sunkens going out. He's putting up all these sunkens. I know he's trying to delay for lurkers, but that is a little bit over excessive of sunkens. Maybe 3 would probably be enough, but it does look like the Terran's going to try to do that little backdoor trick, trying to, steal from what he just saw. He is going to siege tech. He doesn't have a tank on the way, but he is getting a starport and a science facility. I'm probably going to see science vessels and just going the usual biomech with science vessel.
Oh yeah. Interesting to go. See, this is good where it's going to be really interesting. He got lurker aspect and then decided to actually go immediate transition. And you guys don't have the timer on the screen right now, but it's around 9 minutes. The general 3 hatch Amida will hit around 7 minutes, 7:30 at when they reach the base. I don't know if going both tech paths are necessary. Getting the Spire is a necessity to get Scourge out to kill off vessels, but I really not quite sure if these Meatless are going to be as effective as he'd hope they would be. There already are currently 2 turrets in the main, in the natural, and yeah, 2 to defend the 3 or 4 actually in the main base right now. So I'm not really sure how effective these Meatless will be. We'll find out shortly, of course.
And this is actually a really sneaky Zerg expansion, the very bottom right expansion here. I don't know if he's just trying to sneak it. I would rather see like a, top left or something where he can easily like defend with like links. It is quite far off. And for some reason, Terran is going that way. I don't know if he just has a game sense or he saw something, spooked him. Sees all bunch of lurkers, he might be able to snipe them before the Zerg player even notices, but he's getting the burrow. Those lurkers will probably do a lot of damage to the scan, but yeah, there it is. He's gonna probably clean up with this expansion. I wasn't really sure. Oh, but the Muta's coming. Oh, wow.
Oh man, Muta's coming in for the swoop and killing off everything.
I'm actually not sure if he can handle all these Mutas, to be honest. I mean, he doesn't really look like he has much to kill off. Charts
are way more damaging than they look against Beetalisks. So I think he'll be fine. I mean, he's lost map control now. I mean, there's not a super fast way for him to kill this base off. With Beetalisk out, it will limit dropship play that would have been very effective to kill this base off, because I mean, it's literally just like a, however long, a 5-second drop into that base and it's done. Can be really effective against that. And it looks like we will have another base in the top left-hand corner for aeghrur at this time. Do we have a hive switch? We do have, yes we do. We do have the hive coming up. Now the thing though is with Meatless, will that mean greater spire out? I mean, that could be the tech path that they initially would want to have, because you can get this nice area over the natural and start harassing that like that. But I don't really know. Oh, or he's just gonna lose all of his Meatalisks. Maybe Greater Spire's now not gonna be effective. Sorry, what was that? I didn't mean to.
I was gonna say he lost about maybe 4 mutas in that just for nothing. I mean, I'm sure he was just trying to scout, but I don't see why he'd just throw it into that little choke area anyway, and then it's usually where the main army is, so. He does have some Scourge, he does have maybe like 4 or 5 mutas, but it looks like the Terran player is just going to push into this little bottom right expansion and just take it out, seeing as he just sniped off a lot of mutas.
That Terran army is looking pretty big right now. And with the tanks and without D-Swarm, that's going to be tough to defend. He is going to be going the Defiler tech path, and I'm not sure if we see an Ultra Cavern right now.
Oh, there he goes, Irradiate. He was, he did, oh, okay.
Ooh, that's just out.
Yeah, that's the end of this expansion right there.
And he didn't even get the skirt shots off on the vessels. Yeah, this base is done. Well, I do like this, though. He's trying to get the drones into the United Canal. The only thing, though, is once that dies, both of them die in the base, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it just messes up the link, but he didn't have a second one to even link up anyway. I don't know what he's...
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, yeah.
He needs 2, and then he just links them up. However, he didn't have the second one out yet, so he just lost his whole base. He lost that 300 minerals plus maybe 5 drones and also most of his standing army, so I mean, that was just a huge loss. And now the Terran's taking the 3rd, and it looks like they're going to be even bases, and I'm not really sure how the Zerg is going to respond. It looks like he's just going to go for a full frontal attack right now.
Lings on this army, no. Just no. And what's really gonna hurt him, I mean, despite the fact that he's lost the base, is that vessel count's getting massive now, and through the mid game, he really hasn't been able to kill off that number. And that's really what you want to do with Zerg with your skirt shots, but we just haven't seen that from aeghrur, which is not gonna allow him to do very well. And this army is just looking very damaging right now. He will have Dark Swarm here, so we'll see how effective it will be. We'll be setting up the Dark Swarm right now. We'll be feeding on those Zerglings to get more energy, but we'll immediately start raiding that Defiler. Can he get it off? Doesn't have enough energy yet, and it looks like it will. There we go. He did have enough energy. Excuse me. Tanks will siege, and we'll slightly defend it for the time being, at least.
Nah, he just ran all of his lings in, and now his whole arm's dead. Oh,
Nope.
except for that one. Nope. There it is. His whole army's dead. He's losing his knights. Now another expansion, and let's see, about 6 drones, an extractor. So. Oh,
It's just like they hit like it's just like they hit a wall right there. It's like no, they're like an instant death wall that just happened right there. None of them got past like a certain line. If you drew like a pixel line down, none of the drones went past there.
I would like to point this out though, that the reason that the Terran even knew that there's expansion up there is because after he tried to do that little frontal attack, he put his lings and he trailed him to the top left, so he just showed the Terran player that, hey, I have an expansion up here. So, I mean, he kind of just, you know, screwed himself over there with just showing him, hey, I have an expansion, this is my only thing left, it's keeping me alive, here you go. So he is trying to do a little sneak attack in this top right, but I mean, that's not very many lings for how many Marines there are.
Look at that invincible defiler right there.
I mean, he's just laughing himself.
He's just like, oh yeah, I'm good. There is a drop that's just waiting to happen in the main base as well. Not really sure if that's going to be super effective or not, but we'll see. We'll be stimming in here. We'll get the mineral line. We'll go right for the pool first. And yeah, I don't think he's ever gotten Ultra Cavern Tech yet.
No, I don't think he was thinking of it. I mean, he was probably like too scared. He wanted to go to the Filer Tech before. I mean, he wanted to get that.
Apparently we missed a plague, but apparently it doesn't even matter. Well, GG, good people of the universe, and you know what that means. Obelisco will be up 2-0 now with his wins. And for everyone that does not know, Game 6 was corrupt. That Obelisco did win, so Game number 7 did go in Obelisco's favor. Game 6, rather. Say Game 6, or did I say Game 7? Game 6. I'm not sure if we cast a Game 7 yet. If we haven't, then we will do that next. If we didn't, if we already did, then never mind. We'll just cast whatever game we are missing. And, Box, you have anything to close?
I mean, there's just some general mistakes overall. I mean, he was spread himself too thin with all the tech paths he was going to Zerg player. And I didn't really see the pressure needed to, you know, stop that Terran player from doing what he wanted. He just built his army up, just went to town with this just big, you know, ball of death, and just rolled over him, really. And he also lost way too many mutas and or lings trying to, you know, just scouting.
Which stopped any kind of Great Aspire transition as well.
Yeah, he just lost too many units from, I don't know, just walking in without, you know, proper scouting or anything. He just lost way too many units from that.
Oh yes. All right,
so
guys.
There you go.
All right. We had the box analysis right here, equivalent to that of Husky StarCraft.
Wow,
right.
That's low, dude. That's low to Husky.
Let's be honest here. But all right. Peace, guys.